And now, your selection. Meet the stars.
Jonesy?
Yeah, Beaver?
You be careful.
Be careful of what?
Stephen King is like part of American culture. You know, everybody knows who he is. Everybody's seen or read something of his.
Look, what's all that red stuff on their fur?
Just like McCarthy's cheek.
I never saw anything like this before.
Even the bears look scared.
Of what, man? And where are they all going?
It's not where they're going that worries me. It's what are they running away from?
I'm a big horror fan. I got into films because of the horror movies that I grew up with as a kid. So to be a part of one with Stephen King behind the wheel, Larry Kasdan behind the wheel, William Goldman doing the screenplay, it was fantastic.
I've quarantined the entire area. Nothing leaves alive.
I thought that at its core it was a great movie, but it was a very big book, and there was some choosing to be done.
And as a writer, do you feel a little guilt when you have to cut somebody's, best stuff?
No, I'm providing a service, which is to get this story into another form, to turn it into a movie that makes sense for people.
The night I got hit, I was standing on that sidewalk, and there across the street, I saw Duddits. And then he looked over at me. He looked directly at me. And he motioned for me to come to him. So why was he calling me into the street to get hit?
Maybe there's more to the story we don't get yet.
I think Larry Kasdan has a real keen understanding of characters, and I think he got a sense that I was on the track with Duddits of taking him to a place beyond just being a mentally challenged kid with a wonderful heart and a special ability.
Can you see where they are, Duds?
He's in this game.
Everything is not on the page all the time. The character itself is on the page, but the nuances aren't.
Men call the red stuff Ripley after the broad in the alien movies. If the Ripley gets out of this pine tree paradise, well, they just can't be allowed to do that.
He's not a villain at all. He's a man who's just, his wick's just about burned out.
Please, don't hurt us.
We're dying.
Whose radio is that?
It's not the radio, boss. They're putting it directly into our heads.
Please, don't hurt us.
This gives you an idea of what we're up against.
Now, did you guys, when you pick up the script, did you look to see if you got to be a victim? Were you, excited about getting killed in the Stephen King movie, or?
Yeah, I was excited about going out early, and because the sequence turned out to be pretty impressive.
Rick, where are you bleeding from, buddy?
Bleeding? I'm not bleeding.
Let's do it.
I'm not all that absolutely positive I want to go in there.
I thought the same thing. I thought if you're gonna go out, that's a hell of a way to go.
Free! Oh my God! I don't want to see this, Jonesy. Man, I can't see this.
There seems to be sort of the theme of this movie is trying to fulfill a certain fate. Something that's, hopefully predestined. You guys are trying to fulfill it. Is that something you believe in real life?
I believe in a mixture of fate and chance.
There are patterns in the lives of people that we can't always recognize.
It's not as simple as, you're born and everything's gonna happen the way it's supposed to.
It is what it is, and it will be what it will be.
It's a tangled up game. Some things feel pre-fated, and other things seem to come out of nowhere.